minutes and a half, sorry. 2 minutes and a half to kill each other, to destroy this nigga. Talk about how lady was. Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag everything. Festive Warfare, Hip Hop 411. This is our second battle. Alright, just in time.
I think it's more like coffee color.
Let's get it! Go! Ladies and gentlemen, just in time. Get him!
Get him! Like, this is a very big venue. Let's do respect these niggas. So any sound we're hearing, we can hear it here. Hands on. Yeah. So please, as much as you pay, because we literally have 4 hours to do this. Let's get it. White people love us, by the way. White people!
What's the last? Yo, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah! Check your voice.
Okay. The cycle was a mouse trap. I'm about to snap and I'll say cheddar.
Hey yo, keep it down, guys. Keep it down.
Alright. The cipher was a mouse trap. I'm about to snap and I'll say cheddar. The first victim always tastes better. You thought I was a fan, but then the props was just a pace setter. I just needed to feel your flesh like venom and slave feather. You about to feel hot balls like I'm Vulcan, bitch. I got a palette for you rappers like I was Alfred Fish. After this, your ex must, and that's when an elf meets Grinch. I'll slice the slit between the thighs with more than a black inch. Dangle a carrot in the face, and that's how you know I'm new. While I'm causing damage to your dome while I'm burning fossil fuel. Shitty's heard that line before, but then my lyrics are more astute. The only fact that's got me pissed is that I'm cleaning up demon poop. He slept on a demon and found the altar as a mattress. When we swing more lines when we parker like arachnids. Resurrection takes practice, but I was just in time to nail the lid on this casket. Diabolic feels but more like Sparta when we cast kids and uses airwear t-shirts for dummies and target practice. That's a shitty war cry. It sounds like bitches on a class trip. But then I think you should quit battle rap and practice DJ Tira's ad-libs.
Come on! Come on! No, keep it down! Keep it down!
You got gas, Diesel. But that's exactly what happens when you listen to people. I said, you got gas, Diesel. But that's exactly what happens when you listen to people. His head got big and then pop goes the weasel. Then he sailed out west and he didn't find a seagull. Trump card, bitch. Cause son, you're Kanye West and that's where Diesel gets bodied in a bulletproof vest. See, this is the greatest debut and my start and your finish, and every time you scream, airway, I want you to realize that there's an airway in it. This is like shit. Okay. I come back. Like, oh, Fizz. Like the last 4 Fizz. This is insolence. This, you should actually behave like what you actually are, like cop kids. Because you are gonna get more bloodier than vampire vomit. Anything that I actually dropped on the fucking planet was beyond a comet, and right now you think that I'm Modini, I'm about to crack a locksmith.
Finish, nice!
Like, Diesel comes from old white.
It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, JustIn! Hey yo, I know the niggas got it. So, Black Diesel, get him!
Yes!
That's how you say it right. We're 16 days away from the new year. So to everybody watching, Happy New Year. Boy, listen up. I'm not about to treat you like you new here. First chance I get the strap and give you multiple headshots like a Nubian queen who just bought her new hair. Woo! It's Festive Warfare. Let's be honest, nothing in war's fair. I mean, you were a fan of me. I make a fantasy that beating me in this ring is just a fantasy. This is child's play. If you think you with this shit, check if they can. What's for 2 months straight?
Fire in these first round. So let's see what Black Diesel got. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Hip Hop 411. I said make some noise for World Live. World Play Live. Make some noise for Ruthless Rock City. Make some noise for Steers. Everything. Yo, Black Diesel, go for everything, my nigga. Get him.
We're 16 days away from the new year. Yo! So to everybody watching, Happy New Year. Sure. Boy, listen up. I'm not about to treat you like you're new here. First chance I get the strap and give you multiple headshots like a Nubian queen who just got her new year. What? Whew. It's Festive Warfare. Nothing in war is fair. Let's be honest. You were a fan of me. I make a fantasy that beating me is just a fantasy. Boy, this is child's play. If you think you with this shit, check if they can. Cause for 2 months straight, I had your eyes glued trying to study my every move and learn that I am rude. You don't want none of these brunches. I am Groot. When I'm in a foul mood, your boys are getting fucked up too. Cause wherever you go, your man goes. I was ZCC stop on his head. Oh, shake this melon like a mango. You seem to be hungry for this power. It's your man Ghost. All them insults I made about your crew, I meant those. They wouldn't know what to do if you passed your man toast. Man, this boy got stuck ass breath, man. Somebody pass him some man toast. I saw your girl, she got a fat ass. But ugly feet, she got man toes. My boy Solid E called me up and asked about my bars. It's like, you brought less? Nah, I came to upward the pain. I came here to shoot less and shoot suplex. If you do flex, I'm leaving him ruthless. Machete stuck on top of his head, he looking like a capital T. Throw him in the sea when it's dark. Under blurry water, he looking like a hammerhead shark. The paramedics are gonna have a hard time wrapping him up. His skull fractured and all weak in the back of an ambulance with his head wrapped up like an African queen who got a duke on fleek. Yes! It's a baby Black Diesel! Black Diesel! Alright, the top round two, my nigga. Get him!
These cats have all got me confused. They just wanted shock value, I blew a fuse. While I was driving into a through checkpoint spreading the news. While these clowns are busy dancing, making animal balloons, I was swinging balls that cut through your scalp to sharpen your views. Here to take this shit like Ultron, cause I'm not here to peruse. Here to give you dark images, like black folk in the news. Or body shouts and shuffle, let's speak breath into my blues. My man and the Mukumka, now let's get formally introduced. Uzazi pelele, ndazalwa ebhari esibhedlele. Sisikuyinto yoxhoba ndibone right uba ndixelele. Kodwa uXhosa wantyumbe kohlathi libiza igcwele. Andikazi ukuyeka gusha uthi ulale ebhokhwe ndichebe. Nasi sonke ndikele, Nasi sonke ndityele ndinali igazi ndisele nxile nithetha ikaki ndimitya indibethelele cause lo mrep uxoxa inganekwane isitori singaphelele watch these labels get kept ufuze isiciwa samabele. What the fuck, I'm props, I'm just here to bury your chance and keep gunning for your heroes till the squad carry the lamb. When we sidelined in our prayers while your verses bought a chance, well I'm sure it will be relief if the devil wanna dance. Word to my MCs for holding it down, making their checks freeze. Hitting 1,000 balls to the chest like looping Jack Lee's. Like 9 shots to matches. Straight jabs from cashes. Hit you with a technique and a style that beat practice. But just tone it down fast, that's how you hold it down fast. But then I gotta spit this knowledge, I can let it dumb pass. Cause I'm here to shove my lyrics. Cause I'm here to shove my lyrics in your Uncle Tom ass. Put your uncle to sleep, now watch your Uncle Tom crash. Dog, I'm different. Dog, I'm different. The walk in your shoes was not a distance. It's child giants who was born with bigger imprints. Cause dipshits who doubt in the kid while touching dick tips who wanna see balls in the chime that rattle infants. That's a cradle. That's a cradle that will put you to sleep and read you a fable. Knock you out for life like the stone that killed Abel.
Why don't you want two? That deal you only want two, ready, my nigga, get him.
Wow. Calm it down, y'all. Respect him. Damn, man. You came at me with some banana balls. Because I don't see something like that happening. You said your name is Kumbani? Well, to me, I'll call you Lisinyeho. When your mama called you like Lisinyeho, but if you slow it down, then it's called Lisinyeho. I was gonna come late for my battle, like I don't respect time. I was gonna come late for my battle, like I don't respect time. But after my first round, I found myself looking up, because they say time flies when you're having fun. You see, in my last bout, I was having trouble facing the demon. Now they're trying to see if I can withstand the test of time. I put an old guppy to his back, and twisted all around like I'm a JustIn time. Let's go, boy. Let's go. In my battle against Monarch, in my battle against Monarch, I had to. In my battle against Monarch, I had to. In my battle against Monarch, I found myself. No, keep it down. Let him think. That's my life. In my battle against Monarch, I found myself all over the place. I mean, I was stumbling, doing a bad impression of Mr. Bean. I'm doing a bad impression of Mr. Bean. Had to go back to the drawing board and had to face the fact that I might have some blight in me. Because I had my record tarnished. And I was supposed to leave Crystal gazing at the total carnage. But this time, I'm more focused with content so potent that everybody came out to witness the dopeness.
Let's go!
Now I'm more fired up. Lights, camera, action. I put the cannon to his face like I'm looking for cheese. Introduce him to these. This one, I call it raged murder. It runs through anything, it got no types. This one, I call it Sam Jackson. It's known to drop a motherfucker at any time. When all in action, they can pause time. You see, in these streets, ain't no love in the streets. I know some brothers that live by a whole different creed. They live with no peace. They catch Ain't no love in the streets. I know some brothers that live by a whole different creed. They live with no peace. If they catch you slipping, they'll leave you battered and bruised. Wishing you met some brothers who know peace. You met some brothers who know peace. If they catch you slipping, they're blowing out both knees. Leave your family consumed by gloom and tell them, don't worry, time heals all wounds.
Please make some noise for these niggas. Make some noise for hip hop. Alright, niggas, get it though, just in time. Go for everything, my nigga. La la.
don't know, like, every time you try to step in front of me, what you trying to show us? You are actually battling the real-life incarnation of Cronus. Time with these hands. Each and every time I actually land a swing, it actually lands. You are like an MC with a writer's block because I am more digital and you sounded like an analog. You want to play Bars About Time? Let's play the clock. Because one thing that I actually could poke out of your fucking hands is the drugs in your sock. But then, like, Diesel is busy talking about Christmas trees and eggnog, but then one thing that I actually see that you actually left home because you wanted to come late, that you left a wet sock. Straight upon your blankets while you were actually wanking off, and that's why you actually hit it German type of style like a fucking Rumenov. Sounding like a Kalishnikov. And right now, it is only right that Diesel goes down because the prices have. Actually, when I think of the Black Diesel as an acronym, I can only think when we actually add vowels, it only spells pedazo. And the one thing this motherfucker wants to come with his shiny ass head is actually come back and paddle. I am Moses beyond the sandals. Each and every time I come back, I take a whiff at you and actually suck you out and snuff you out while you're actually burning like a wet candle. So, Diesel wants to come and actually spit that shit. I'll make you spell Velcom with 2 L's and 1 W, which means one win. I come back within the Bible and actually hit you from within, and that's why this motherfucker thinks that he could actually take a swing. My fists are actually called tackle and hide, because one thing that I've actually taught myself is how to kill a lion's pride. Like you thought that I would actually come with those melanin lines because this motherfucker thinks that I'm actually a chemical spy. You're talking about things actually that never twist and actually unwind. This is like Thanos' fist because this motherfucker comes back with his Roy-Boss head straight in his fuck.
You got it. Come on. Come on. 2 minutes left to kill him.
Come on. Then take it to Falcon.
In your last round, you mentioned double L in Falcon. Boy, you don't. I didn't come here to collect 2 L's. Nah, that ain't cool, Jay. At Spring Bar Mayhem. Yeah. I was supposed to battle Black Z. Right here. A week before. I'm sorry. At Spring Bar Mayhem. I was supposed to battle Black Z. But a week before our battle, he turned into Kanye Bao. He did not want no parts of black. You see, son? I don't spark the ratchet. No. I don't spark the ratchet. But if the hood is up, I might tackle something up in the engine. But if you're close enough, I might hit you on top of the head with it. Leave the gas big enough to put a slice of bread in it. Put the slice of bread in it. I mean, everybody took notes when Samsung and swear to never. Everybody took notes on Samsung and swear to never be tricked by a chick like Samsung. You see that picture of your girl with that big black thing in her mouth? That's just my John, son. You see, while I was doing my research about you, I actually met your dad. He gave me a confession like, damn man, I took one for the team and went raw. 9 months later, you were born. You see, I bring out, you see, if I had to bring ratchets out, I'll bring out 2 Rugers, both aimed at his neck. I'm trying to blow his head off, pause. I'm trying to blow his head off, pause. The spinning barrel looking like 2, 3, 2, 5, 7, a spin off. If I'm having trouble ripping your head off, I'll bring out the self-made machete, chop you up in so many pieces that the crowd will be amazed. They never seen coroners so patient because they had too much time on their hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, respect for these MCs, man. Make some noise